Welcome to Home Care This Week on your hometown station, KHTS. Up-to-the-minute information about some of the educational and entertaining local events, classes, and seminars that are coming up this week right here in our area. I'm Rick Ferrante from Home Care Services, and here's what's going on in and around Santa Clarita Valley this week. Alright, so tomorrow, Thursday the 7th, it's up for discussion. This is a book club. It's the Santa Clarita/Valencia Library Readers Group, and it's at 7 p.m. at the Valencia Library in the VA meeting room. The Santa Clarita Library Readers Group is a free book club for those 18 years of age and older, and this month's book selection, The Storied Life of A.J. Finkray by Gabriel Zevin. Not sure I pronounced that right, but I think so. That's again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Valencia Library. Now, next up, Atria at Santa Clarita presents Diabetes and Bone Issues in Older Folks with Dr. Hassan at 3 p.m. Please join us for an educational event and learn about diabetes and bone issues. Dr. Hassan has practiced in adult endocrine, and he specializes in diabetes, thyroid, and various hormone conditions. So I talked with Jason Govier over at Atria, and he told me that the staff are really excited about this event. It's not easy to get Dr. Hassan scheduled, so take advantage of this presentation. It's free, it's open to the public. Atria is an assisted living community over in Newhall on Lyons Avenue. On Friday, the next day, the 8th, this is at the Community Education Center of Henry Mayo Fitness and Health on Town Center Drive. If you go into the Fitness and Health Center, and look over to the right, there's the Community Education Center rooms over there. Sort of hidden, but it's a hidden treasure. Free classes, a lot of good information. The one on Friday, the 8th, is Nutrition and Inflammation, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Now, everyone experiences inflammation at one time or another, and we actually need that to survive. But chronic inflammation is a sign that something has gone seriously awry with your health. Many foods in the typical Western diet set the stage for inflammation that worsens aches and pains and increase the long-term risk of life-threatening diseases. Okay, so in this class you'll learn what is an inflammation syndrome, the dietary causes of inflammation, correcting a diet that is out of balance, steps to fight inflammation syndrome, good fats that rev up your body's natural anti-inflammatories, and the benefits of supplements. Kim Brown is the registered nurse, and she'll be teaching that class, and some healthy snacks will be served. That's a great place over there at the Community Education Center. I also want to point out they have set up and they have started, they have it now and then coming this spring, an important program that will be available. And it's in the spring, and it's called Diabetes Prevention Program. This is a proven program to help prevent pre-diabetes from turning into type 2 diabetes. It's a CDC curriculum that is a year long. So this thing goes on for a whole year. They have a program that's happening right now. So you don't get into it in the middle. You do it from the very beginning. It's a full year program. It's a nominal fee. I want to say it's $75. But really comprehensive and great for that, very little money. The next cohort, they call it a cohort, that's where they start this, and it's very intensive at the beginning and then kind of tapers off, but it's a whole program for a year. Starts in May 2018. It's a little ways from now, but sign up early. The space is limited. So contact the center. They're at 661-200-2300 for details and to RSVP. Next up, it's Zumba Gold Chair. This is also on, on Friday the 8th. So this is at the Senior Center. Zumba Gold Chair, 3:30 p.m. to 4:15 in the dining room. The Zumba Gold Chair exercise program uses zesty Latin music like cha-cha and salsa and some familiar favorites, but modifies the dance moves to allow participants to be seated while exercising. Classes are taught by Diane Hedrick. She's a certified fitness instructor. Really interesting. So instead of just the full dance and everything, for those seniors who have some challenges with mobility, use your chair. And so you can still get that movement and try to get those joints moving and that mobility, and it's fun. So just follow Diane's lead, move your body, have fun, and feel great. That's on Friday. Now, this weekend, coming up, Saturday, December 9th, our local libraries, they offer a lot of options for book clubs. A great way cognitively stimulate the brain for our seniors in our community. Something to check out if you have a senior or someone you're caring for, check out these book clubs. There's one then on Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 12, and that's at the Old Town New Hall Library in their Heritage Room. Join us for discussion of this month's selection, Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. The Babe, which is Books and Better Education Book Club, meets the second Saturday morning of every month. The book club is free to join. Please see the help desk to see if this month's book selection is available for checkout. So these book clubs offer opportunities for socializing and meeting new people from all walks of life. So share your love of reading. Next, at the Old Town New Hall Library, this is interesting. It's Fort Tejon Historical Talk. That's at 2 p.m. All right, Old Town New Hall Library. The Santa Clarita Valley Historical Society will be hosting Karina Dunbar, president of the Fort Tejon Historical Association, who will give a talk on the history of Fort Tejon, an old Army fort located just north of the Santa Clarita Valley. The talk will be given at 2 on Saturday, December 9th, at the Old Town New Hall Library. So check that out. Sounds like a really interesting and unique thing to go and do. Next, also on Saturday, Songs of Celebration at the College of the Canyons, 7 p.m. So the Santa Clarita Master Chorale will be doing this. It's called The Magnificent Mary's Celebration of the Angels, news that she will give birth to Jesus. From the imagination of present-day composers and beloved ones from the past, come listen to how this joyous scripture has been celebrated through the ages. Plus, with roasting chestnuts and bedecked halls, a carol from Coventry and carols by candlelight, the Master Chorale and our youth choirs will rest you merry gentlemen and ladies alike. That sounds like a really good time. All right, next week on Monday, December 11th, at the Community Education Center of Henry Mayo Fitness and Health on Town Center Drive, the same Community Education Center. This one is Diabetes Classes, Part 1. There's 2 parts to this. So Part 1 is on Monday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., On the Road to Managing Your Diabetes, the Basics. This class will cover many of the basic concepts one needs to know about diabetes and managing diabetes. You'll learn the definition of, as well as the common myths and facts about diabetes. Participants will learn how to incorporate nutritional management and physical activities into their lifestyles. Then there's a second one, that's the second class, and so the first one is on the second Monday of the month, 9 to 11, this one. And then the second one is second Thursday of the month, 5:30 to 7:30. And that one's called Monitoring Your Blood Glucose. This class will define blood glucose and insulin and its effect on blood glucose. You will be able to identify the recommended blood glucose targets as well as work on personal targets. Strategies for dealing with challenging situations when monitoring blood glucose levels will be employed. Give them a call. There's a lot of details about this. 661-200-2300. There's another class, free class, guys. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Community Education Center also. It's called Practice Mindfulness. Mindfulness is the awareness and acceptance of your thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and environment in the present moment. Mindfulness can promote overall health and well-being, maximizing your everyday life, including the improvement of stress and anxiety, depression, sleep disturbance, chronic pain and disease, eating habits, self-esteem, etc. Through guided mindfulness meditation practices and brief discussion, we will explore various mindful practices that can be applied to your day-to-day life. So they supply chairs and supportive mats, blankets and cushions. Sounds like something I would fall asleep in. If you have a preference, you may bring your own cushion or mat. Check that out. Free class. These are great resources to take advantage of. All right, next up on Tuesday, December 12th. Got nothing to do? Come to the library and make something. Craft it for adults. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the Canyon Country Library. It's in the CC Meeting Room. It's easy do-it-yourself crafts for adults, and they're a fun way to relieve stress and rediscover your creative spark. Supplies are provided, and their craft for that day that was Tuesday the 12th, will be watercolors. Check it out. Next up, at the Community Education Center again, it's going to be heart disease education, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States. And in this class, you will learn what heart disease is, the symptoms of heart disease, basic functions of the heart, how the valves of the heart work, what happens when your heart beats, and basic understanding of the heart's electrical system, causes of cardiovascular disease, and risk factors for heart disease. They are also going to give advice for preparing for doctor's appointments, tests and diagnosing heart disease, treatments, coping and support, and prevention. A lot of information. Check that out. Free class on Tuesday, December 12th. Finally, on Wednesday, December 13th, there's going to be at the Old Town Newhall Library a really interesting and deal here. This is for seniors who want to learn a little bit in terms of computers. It's called Digital Drop-In. It's from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the literacy room. Need help with an e-reader or other digital device, or computer, laptop, whatever? Drop in for 20 minutes of one-on-one help. Located in the literacy room. That's at the Old Town Newhall Library. Free. Just go on in and say, hey, need help with this? They'll spend 20 minutes with you helping you set all that up. That's, again, on Wednesday, December 13th, 3 to 5, Old Town Newhall Library. Also on Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., back at the Educational Center, Community Education Center, Heart Disease Support Group. A little different. This is a support group will help people cope with heart disease by providing support and education. They're going to cover heart disease, define it, causes, symptoms, how it's diagnosed, and how heart disease affects your life. They'll go through stress, medication management, diet and exercise, those bad days of anxiety, depression associated with heart disease. You know, reaching acceptance about heart disease is what this is all about, and it'll be led by Will Bosley. And I've talked to Will. He's very knowledgeable over there at the Education Center. He's been doing these classes for a long time, and I think they will help out significantly. And on occasion, they even have guest speakers, such as nurses and dietitians, social workers, physicians, athletic trainers, that kind of thing. Go check that out. It's a free class over at the Community Education Center. And that's it. There's a lot of stuff, but that's it for this week. If you missed any of this information, just go to our Facebook page at Home Care Services Santa Clarita, and please like us when you're there as well. If you have events or information you would like us to include next week, please send us a message or contact Home Care Services at 800-808-4777. You can also visit our website, homecaresantaclarita.com. Now, please join us again every Wednesday at 9:30 for home care this week on your hometown station, KHTS, as we bring you the best of what's going on in Santa Clarita.